Winnie the Witch by Valerie Thomas, illustrated by Corky Paul. Winnie the Witch lived in a black house in the forest. The house was black on the outside and black on the inside. The carpets were black, the chairs were black, the bed was black, and it had black sheets and black blankets. Even the bath was black. Winnie lived in her black house with her cat Wilbur. He was black too, and that is how the trouble began. When Wilbur sat on a chair with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. She could see his eyes anyway. But when Wilbur closed his eyes and went to sleep, Winnie couldn't see him at all. So she sat on him. When Wilbur sat on the carpet with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. She could see his eyes anyway. But when Wilbur closed his eyes and went to sleep, Winnie couldn't see him at all. So she tripped over him. She picked up her magic wand, waved it once, and abracadabra! Wilbur was a black cat no longer. He was bright green. Now, when Wilbur slept on a chair, Winnie could see him. When Wilbur slept on the floor, Winnie could see him. And she could see him when he slept on the bed. But Wilbur was not allowed to sleep on the bed. So Winnie put him outside in the grass. When Wilbur sat outside in the grass, Winnie couldn't see him, even when his eyes were wide open. Winnie came hurrying outside, tripped over Wilbur, turned 3 somersaults and fell into a rose bush. Ah! This time Winnie was furious. She picked up her magic wand, waved it 5 times and... abracadabra! Wilbur had a red head, a yellow body, a pink tail, blue whiskers, and 4 purple legs, but his eyes were still green. Now Winnie could see Wilbur when he sat on a chair, when he lay on the carpet, when he crawled into the grass, and even when he climbed to the top of the tallest tree. Wilbur climbed to the top of the tallest tree to hide. He looked ridiculous, and he knew it. Even the birds laughed at him. Wilbur was miserable. He stayed at the top of the tree all day and all night. Next morning, Wilbur was still up the tree. Winnie was worried. She loved Wilbur and hated him to be miserable. Then Winnie had an idea. She waved her magic wand and abracadabra! Wilbur was a black cat once more. He came down from the tree purring. Then Winnie waved her wand again and again and again. Abracadabra! Now instead of a black house, she had a yellow house with a red roof and a red door. The chairs were white with red and white cushions. The carpet was green with pink roses. The bed was blue with pink and white sheets and pink blankets. The bath was a gleaming white. And now Winnie can see Wilbur no matter where he sits. The end.
Thank you for watching my adventures. Please like and subscribe for more moving stories.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar's Halloween Trick or Treat by Eric Carle. One tiny caterpillar gazes all around. 2 wiggly worms crawling underground. 3 busy spiders spin without a sound. 4 hanging bats are wide awake at night. 5 hooting owls with eyes that shine so bright. 6 twinkling stars that fill the sky with light. 7 crisp leaves drift past a jet black cat. 8 clumsy beetles scuttle over a witch's hat. 9 creepy pumpkins grin at everyone they meet. The very hungry caterpillar crawls along the street. Suddenly, up above he sees 10 spooky sweets, a feast for all to eat. The end. Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson, illustrated by Axel Scheffler. The witch had a cat, and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred, and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed, and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for a hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes on thundering paws there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely and eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and forests they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and stormy wind blew. The witch laughed aloud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her long ginger plait. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from the tree with an ear-splitting shriek there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied a plait in a bow, "I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, so the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched a bow but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. And they searched for a wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond leapt a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on the fold of her cloak, "I am a frog as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for the frog like me?" "Yes," said the witch, so the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. They went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half-broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. "I am the dragon as mean as can be, and I'm planning to have witch and chips for my tea." "No!" cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. "Help!" cried the witch, flying low to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew nearer and, licking his lips, said, "Maybe this once I'll have witch without chips." But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of the ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads and wings like a bird, and its terrible voice when it started to speak was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Pass off, that's my witch." The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he spluttered, "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and "Phew," said the dog. "And thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried.
Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside.
And she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin,
Find something, everyone. Throw something in.
The frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell.
Iggity, zaggity, saggity, zoom.
Then out rose a truly magnificent broom with seats for the witch, and the cat, and the dog, a nest for the bird, a shower for the frog. "Yes!" cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. The end. There was an old lady who swallowed a bat, by Lucille Colandro, illustrated by Jared Lee. There was an old lady who swallowed a bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed an owl. My oh my, she started to howl.
Howl.
She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a cat. What do you think? Now she's so fat. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. What do you think she liked the most? She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a goblin. It made her so dizzy she started to spin. She swallowed the goblin to scare the ghost. She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed some bones. There were so many she started to groan. She swallowed the bones to rattle the goblin. She swallowed the goblin to scare the ghost. She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a wizard to cast a spell so she could yell.
Trick or treat!
No. The end.
Happy Halloween! I hope you get to swallow lots of candies this year. Please like and subscribe for more moving stories.
A Dark, Dark Tale by Ruth Brown. Once upon a time there was a dark, dark moor. On the moor there was a dark, dark wood. In the wood there was a dark, dark house. At the front of the house there was a dark, dark door. Behind the door there was a dark, dark hall. In the hall there was some dark, dark stairs. Up the stairs there was a dark, dark passage. Across the passage was a dark, dark curtain. Behind the curtain was a dark, dark room. In the room was a dark, dark cupboard. In the cupboard was a dark, dark corner. In the corner was a dark, dark box. And in the box there was a mouse. The end. Thank you for watching this spooky story. Please like and subscribe for more moving stories. The Hairy Toe, illustrated by Daniel Postgate. Once there was a woman who went out to pick beans, and she found a hairy toe. She took the hairy toe home with her, and that night when she went to bed, the wind began to moan and groan. Away off in the distance she seemed to hear a voice crying, "Where is my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe?" The woman scrooched down, way down, under the covers. And about that time, the wind appeared to hit the house. Swoosh! And the old house creaked and cracked like something was trying to get in. The voice had come nearer, almost at the door now, and it said, "Where's my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe?" The woman scrooched further down, under the covers, and pulled them tight around her head. The wind growled around the house like some big animal and grumbled over the chimney. All at once she heard the door crack, and something slipped in and began to creep over the floor. The floor went creak at every step that thing took towards her bed. The woman could almost feel it bending over her bed. Then, in an awful voice, it said, "Where's my hairy toe? Who's got my hairy toe? You've got it." The end. Thank you for watching my scary story. If you ever find a hairy toe, don't bring it home. Please like and subscribe for more moving stories and Halloween stories. Little Blue Truck's Halloween by Alice Shirtle, illustrated by Jill McElmurray. The little blue truck and his good friend Toad are going to a party just down the road. Beep, 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 says Little Blue. It's Halloween, you come too. Who's that in a tutu striking a pose up on the tiniest tips of her toes? Under the mask, who do you see?
Quack,
Says the duck.
it's me, it's me.
Who's this clown with the big red nose and a cap that jingles wherever he goes? Under the mask, who do you see? Ma, says the sheep, it's me, it's me. Who's this queen with a golden crown and sparkling jewels and a velvet gown? Under the mask, who do you see? Says the cow. It's me, it's me. What scraggly hair, what funny teeth. Who is hiding underneath? Under the mask, who do you see? Blink, says the pig. It's me, it's me. There's a fancy feather on the pirate's hat. Who's dressed up in a hat like that? Under the mask, who do you see?
Cluck,
Says the hen.
it's me, it's me.
A dragon's head and dragon wings? Who's that wearing those dragon things? Under the mask, who do you see? Nay, says the horse, it's me, it's me. Croak, says the toad, there's just one more. Has anyone seen this ghost before? Off comes the sheet, it's you-know-who. Little Blue Truck says beep, beep, boo. The end.